You can do it with a liner, and it looks like little stones that live all back in here. Tiny little things. There. Okay, let's take I got a number 3 fan brush here. We'll load one side with dark. Then I'll come right over here, get a little of the light color on one side only. So I got light, dark. Let's go up in here. Maybe we can make out the indication of a few little tree trunks that live back in here. Just here and there. There's a few. Just a few little happy things. Back to our liner brush, and I'm adding paint thinner, because a thin paint, as you know, will go over the top of a thick paint without mixing so bad. Turn that brush, it brings it to a nice sharp point. Holds a lot of paint. See, there you can see it. Okay? Now with that, we can go back in here and put the indication of a few old limbs and branches that live out in our world. Just a few, here and there. Some of them show, some of them don't. It's up to you. And, shoot, I'll just use the old 2-inch brush. It didn't make any difference. Whatever works for you. A little bit of green, sap green, a little bit of yellow. A little yellow ochre, but mostly in the yellows. Okay, let's go up in here. And maybe back in here we'll just tap in indication of just a few highlights on some of these trees. Don't want much. This is in the background. Just a few little things. A few little things. All right. That's probably about enough for that, because I'm going to put some trees, I think, in the foreground. Get a little paint thinner on there. I'm going to thin that. Let's go into some yellow. We use some cadmium yellow. All right. See, all I'm doing is tapping the corner. You can see it very close. That's a beautiful close-up shot. Thanks, Kathy. All right. Let's go right up in here. And maybe right here lives a little bush. If you have trouble making the paint stick, all you need to do is add a little bit of paint thinner. A little bit of paint thinner. Doesn't take much. Or liquid white. See, dip it in the liquid white. Now the liquid white, let's just do it. It'll make it a little bit brighter. There. All right, I think it's time for a bravery test. You ready? All right, let's go into straight brown, that brown that we made. I'm gonna put a little black in there too. I want it dark and strong, a lot of paint on the brush. Whew. All right, here's your bravery test. Ooh, that's scary, isn't it? Isn't that scary? You worked on that so long and so hard, and then some crazy guy tells you just to draw a big old tree right there. 2 of them. I like 2. He needs a friend. There. All right, we'll take a little touch of the white. And light seems to be coming from the left in this painting, so we'll take and give it a little pull. We'll make this a little birch tree, something about like that. Titanium white. You can put a little brown in it if you want to, so it follows along with everything else in the painting. A little bit on this tree. Here we go. There. And sometimes you can see a little reflected light on the other side. It's okay. You make it any way you want it. Now then, back to our liner brush. A little bit of the brown. Needs to be very, very thin though, so it'll flow right across there. A lot of paint in the brush. All right, let's go up in here. Maybe there's a big old limb that lives. Yep, you're right out here. There we go. Let's see, this one needs an arm on him too. We don't want him left out. Little old tree's got to have an arm on him. Reach up here and gather the sunlight. Birds got to have a place to sit too. Shoot, you don't want them out here with no place to sit. All right. And when you do yours, you put as many limbs on your tree as you want. I think today I'll use the old oval brush. We'll put a little sap green on it, maybe even a little of that brown to dull it. Then we'll go into our yellows. Here it is. There. Little green, little yellow ochre. All the yellows. Give it a little push. It loads a little ridge of paint right on the end. And we can go up in here and we can just touch the canvas and tap in the indication of some little leaves that live out here. There, see? You decide where and how many. All right. Super little thing. That's all there is to it. Little oval brush works so good for these kind of things. Yeah, we can go right back in. I'm going to use the old 2-inch brush. That's working pretty good. Put a little paint thinner on it. Just the top corner. And let's put the indication here and there and there and here. Get a little red in there too. Of just some little bushes that live all out in here. Do one little bush at a time. Don't get in a hurry. One little bush at a time. Just let these little rascals go. There's another one. See, by doing one at a time, it creates the illusion of depth and distance in your painting. I add a little sap green in there. Make a little darker color when it lives right in there. Something like so. And this is a good way to clean up the foots of those trees. You just put a little bush in front of them, and then they fit. Then they fit. Let's have some fun today. Every once in a while, you need to get crazy. Put a little liquid white on the canvas. There. Maybe, and I'm really not a floral painter, but maybe there's a few little daisies out here. We need a net here to paint florals. Our partner Annette's one of the best floral painters in the country. Whew. I'm going to get her on here one day. We'll have her just do some flowers, let you see how easy they can be. There. All right. And you put as many as you want in there. Just some little indications, though. Look like little daisies or something that live out here. And these are so simple to do. Anybody can do these little rascals. And we take a little red and yellow, mix it together, make it look like orange. And we just touch each one right in the center. Give the indication of a little center button in the daisies. A little bit of brown here and there. We can put in some sticks and twigs. Something about like that. And you can always take the knife and cut in sticks just by scraping through the paint wherever you think they should live. Shoot, I think we about got a little finished painting here. It's a very simple little painting, and on the oval, it makes it very unique. It's a wonderful gift to give to friends and relatives. Hope you try this one. You'll enjoy it, make you happy. We'll sign it, call it complete. From all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy painting. Thank you for being with us today, and God bless, my friend.